The truth behind the 90-day fiancé, Rob Warne and Sophie Sierra cheating scandal is revealed. Fans of the reality show 90-Day Fiancé were recently shocked by a shocking incident. The show's hot couple, Rob Warne and Sophie Sierra, whose love and conflict together captivated viewers, have revealed a hidden truth behind their relationship. Rob Warne has finally admitted that he cheated on Sophie. Despite rumors circulating for a long time, Rob has not spoken out about it. But under pressure, he has finally admitted his actions. He said that despite his love for Sophie, he once made a wrong decision, which had a profound impact on their relationship. Sophie Sierra had been hinting at the breakup of their relationship from the beginning. In various interviews, she has said that she always trusted Rob, but at one point she noticed a change in his behavior. That discomfort, which started with suspicion, gradually reached a hard truth: cheating. Their incident has also sparked a lot of discussion on social media. Many have praised Rob's decision to tell the truth, while others have stood by Sophie and expressed sympathy for her suffering. The scandal has not only shaken their personal relationship, but has also created mixed reactions among fans of the show as a whole. While love stories can go wrong, the pain of broken trust is not easily forgotten. Sophie adjusted the camera angle for her latest vlog, trying to focus, but her thoughts drifted again. The light blinked red, signaling it was recording, but she could barely hear her own voice over the echo of last night's confession. Rob stood in the kitchen, pretending to make coffee, but Sophie knew he was stalling. He always did when he had something to hide. But this time, he couldn't avoid it any longer. "I need to tell you something," he had said, not meeting her eyes. And just like that, the world she had built in Los Angeles, with the boy she left London for, began to crumble. Sophie had always believed love could survive distance, cultural clashes, even the chaos of reality TV. But what she didn't expect was betrayal. The messages she found weeks ago were vague, easily dismissed. A flirty emoji here, a late-night text there. Rob had laughed it off, claimed it was harmless. "Just fans," he said. "It's nothing." But it wasn't nothing. Not anymore. "I was stupid," Rob said, his voice cracking. "It was one night. I didn't plan it. It just happened. One night. One night that destroyed months of dreams." Sophie turned off the camera. She couldn't fake a smile today. Her followers would notice. They always noticed. The apartment was silent. The kind of silence that screamed. Later that evening, she posted a short message. "Sometimes the people you trust the most are the ones who break you. Healing takes time, but the truth sets you free." Fans flooded the comments with support. Some criticized Rob. Others begged them to reconcile. But Sophie knew her truth. And this time, it wouldn't be edited out. She wasn't just part of a love story anymore. She was the author of her own. However, Rob Warne and Sophie Sierra were never the perfect couple. From the moment they met online, sparks flew, both passionate and explosive. When Sophie left her life in London to be with Rob in Los Angeles, she thought it was the beginning of her fairy tale. But real life wasn't a fairy tale, especially not with Rob's jealousy and Sophie's secret past. Their journey on 90-Day Fiancé was a roller coaster. Fans watched as they fought over trust issues, cultural differences, and Rob's tendency to shut down when things got hard. Sophie, fiery and outspoken, refused to be silenced. Rob, on the other hand, struggled to open up, always hiding behind sarcasm and a tough exterior. When things hit rock bottom, TLC offered them a lifeline, a spot on the last resort, a tropical retreat where couples got one final shot at saving their love. At the resort, therapy sessions unearthed hidden wounds. Sophie confessed she still felt like a visitor in Rob's life, never fully accepted. Rob admitted he feared abandonment, and that fear made him lash out. Sierra, a relationship coach with a no-nonsense attitude, challenged them both. Late-night arguments turned into tearful apologies. Slowly, they began rebuilding, learning to communicate, to forgive, to be vulnerable. In the final episode, as the sun set over the ocean, Rob took Sophie's hand. "We've been through hell," he said. but I'd go through it all again if it means keeping you. Sophie smiled, eyes glistening. Then let's stop running and start fighting for each other. Whether they lasted forever was uncertain, but for the first time, they were truly trying. And sometimes that's the real happy ending. However, it was late evening in Los Angeles. The golden glow of the sunset cast long shadows across Rob's small apartment. Sophie sat curled up on the edge of the couch, scrolling through her phone with tight lips. Rob paced the room, arms crossed, his jaw clenched. "You seriously posted that on Instagram?" Rob asked, his voice rising. Sophie didn't look up. "What? That I'm feeling trapped and homesick. It's true, Rob. You think just because I moved here, I'm supposed to pretend everything's perfect." Rob threw his hands in the air. "We talked about keeping things private. Every time you're upset, you go online before talking to me." Finally looking up, Sophie shot back, "Because you don't listen. You're always brushing my feelings off like they don't matter. I gave up my life in London, Rob. I don't even have friends here." Rob's eyes narrowed. "I never asked you to give everything up. You chose this." "Oh, don't you dare," Sophie said, standing now. "You begged me to come. Promised me we'd build a life together. And now I'm here, living in your cramped studio with cameras in our faces, and you're acting like I'm the problem." "You are the problem when you make everything public," he snapped. "You care more about likes than us." There was a moment of silence. The camera crew looked at each other nervously. Sophie's eyes welled with tears, but she blinked them away. "You know what?" she whispered. "Maybe we rushed into this. Maybe we were never ready." Rob stared at her, his anger giving way to something softer. Fear, maybe. "Sophie, don't say that." But she was already grabbing her coat. "I'm going to take a walk, alone." As the door slammed shut behind her, Rob stood frozen. Outside, the sun had dipped below the horizon, leaving the apartment in shadows. The silence was deafening. However, the studio lights blazed down as the cameras rolled for the 90-day fiancé. Happily ever after. Tell all. Rob Warne sat stiffly on one side of the couch, arms crossed, while Sophie Sierra kept her gaze low, her fingers nervously playing with her bracelet. Host Sean Robinson cleared her throat. "Rob, Sophie, there's been a lot of buzz online. Fans are questioning if your love is real. How do you respond?" Sophie looked up, eyes wide. "I know it's been rocky, but everything we've gone through, moving countries, culture shocks, family drama, was real. And so is what we feel." Rob hesitated. "I'm not perfect. I made mistakes, some I regret deeply, but I never faked my love for Sophie." Suddenly, a voice piped in from backstage. It was Leela, Rob's ex. "Really, Rob? You didn't fake it, but you texted me 2 weeks before the wedding." Gasps echoed across the set. Sophie turned to Rob, betrayed. "You told me that was over. You swore." "I panicked," Rob admitted. "I wasn't sure if I was ready, but I never acted on it. I needed clarity." Sophie's eyes welled with tears. "And you didn't think I deserved clarity?" The silence was loud. The tension, thicker than ever. Sean leaned in. "So, where does that leave you two?" Sophie took a deep breath. "I came to this country for love. I fought for it. But I won't keep fighting alone." She stood up, leaving the studio in stunned silence. Later, off camera, Rob followed her outside. "Sophie, wait." She turned, eyes still wet but voice strong. "Love doesn't survive on just words, Rob. It survives on trust. And you broke that." The camera caught the final shot from a distance, two hearts standing under the harsh glow of a studio light, unsure if they'd ever beat as one again. Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Amelia. Hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel.